Hello friends, welcome back to another week of BibleBox. This week we're going to be exploring the story of a man named Noah and how he trusted in God even when no one else would. For today's reading, we're going to be looking at the Spark Story Bible. If you'd like to get your own copy of the Bible to follow along, just click the link in the description box below. Let's get started. Noah's Ark. A long time passed since God created the world. People had forgotten about God, except for one man. His name was Noah. He loved and obeyed God. "I am very sad that people have forgotten about me," said God to Noah. "I'm going to bring rain to flood the earth, lots and lots of rain. Build yourself a huge boat of cypress wood." Noah did just what God said and made a big, big boat with lots of rooms. Noah was 600 years old when he entered the boat with his wife, their sons, and their sons' wives. God brought two of every kind of animal to the boat. Elephants and zebras, lions and tigers, pigs and giraffes, dogs and cats, deer and rhinos, bears and cows, horses and goats, lambs and monkeys, all came, 2 by 2. All different kinds of animals, birds, and creepy crawly things came to the boat. Noah took all of them into the boat. Then the door shut behind them. Inside the big boat, the lions roared, the dogs barked, and the birds chirped. It was stuffy and stinky. It was muggy and hot. Outside, it rained and rained. It rained big giant drops and little baby drops for 40 days and 40 nights. The rains came down and the flood waters came up. The water splashed on the sides of the big boat and pushed it up and down for 150 days. Finally, it rested on the top of a tall mountain. Noah waited and waited until God said to him, "Come out of the boat, you and your wife and your sons and their wives." Noah's family and all the animals came off the boat. They put their feet on dry land. They ran and skipped and jumped. They twirled and danced in the sunlight. They thanked God for the land, and God blessed them. Noah's family grew and grew. The animals and the birds and the creepy crawly things filled the earth again. God painted a rainbow of brilliant red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet across the sky and promised, "Never again will water flood the earth. Whenever you see the rainbow in the clouds, I will see too, and I will remember." Our craft today is going to be all about Noah and his boat. Let's head on over to the crafting table. Now that we're at the craft table, but before we get started, remember, put on some protective clothing and make sure your work surface is also protected. Today's craft is gonna get a little messy, so it's really important that you either put on an apron or a smock or wear clothes that you don't care if they get a little dirty. Now we're ready to craft.
Welcome friends to the craft for November 1st. Inside your envelope, you're going to find the following supplies. 1 blue pre-folded piece of paper, 1 top of the arc, and 1 bottom of the arc, 2 small clouds, 2 large clouds, a grass hill, 3 waves, 1 container of tempera paint, a paintbrush, washable glue stick, and stickers. You'll also see this special Save for Later card. Remember friends, whenever you see a Save for Later card, make sure that you put this material into this dates folder. We'll use the material again later. Let's get started. In addition to the materials that are included in your packet, you're also going to want to go grab a cup with water in it to wash out your brush, and some paper towels, just in case things get a little messy. We're going to start off with our blue folded piece of paper. You'll notice that there are 2 creases in this paper, one going this way, folding up, and one going the other way. Make sure your paper is facing the right direction so when you open it down, it reveals the rest of the picture. We're going to take our green hill first and our trusty glue stick. I'm being very careful not to get any extra glue onto the blue page. You'll notice that this glue is actually purple in color. It goes on purple, but it will dry clear. Now, take your hill and with the flat side, line it up with the first crease. Nice job, friends! Next, we're going to take one of our dark blue waves. It doesn't matter which way the waves go, it's completely up to you. On this wave, we're going to make sure that we put glue just on the bottom part. We don't want glue to come onto these top little wavy parts, and you'll see why in a minute. Make sure your glue only goes on this bottom part. That looks good. See? The glue is only on the bottom part. Take your blue page and right where the bottom crease is, that's where I'm going to put this wave. Line it up with the bottom of your page and press down. You'll know you've put it right when you can fold the page up and the waves are at the top. Very nicely done. Let's take our light blue waves next. I'm going to match the light blue waves up so that they start right at the bottom of that crease. See how I've placed this wave right at the edge? This means when I fold it up, the wave will go away. When I fold it down, we'll be able to see it. Let's place our last blue wave in place. I'm gonna slide this one underneath the previous wave so you can see the contrast. That looks great. Let's go ahead and place our arc. We'll do the bottom part of the arc first. I'm going to leave a little space at the top where there's no glue. I want to make it look like the arc is in the water. So to line it up, I'll fold this up just enough so that I can see where to put my arc. That looks good. Now before I put on the top of the ark, we need to put our Noah and Mrs. Noah into the ark. Peel back on your sticker and place Noah into one part of the ark. Then on your other sticker, you put Mrs. Noah on the other side. Flip this part over and put glue all over the backside. If your glue stick starts to run low, just twist the bottom and you'll see more glue comes out. I'm ready to put my arc in. I'm going to slide it down behind my first arc piece, just like this. There we go. Now when it's folded up, it shows that they're still riding in the arc. When it's folded down, it means that the dry land has appeared. I think I'm going to put my other animal stickers on the dry land so that they appear when the water goes away. My crocodiles are going to be in the water, of course. Where do you think I should put my lions? Maybe that's a good spot. I love my zebras. I think I'll put them over here. And of course, can't forget my elephants. If you find that part of your arc is coming up a little bit and you'd like to secure it, just take a little bit of that glue right on the edge and press it down. All right, friends, here's where things are gonna get messy. Make sure you've washed your hands, and you're gonna need to wash them again after we're done. Do you remember what God placed in the sky after the flood to promise that he would never again cover the earth with water? That's right, it was a rainbow. We're going to finger paint a rainbow using our special temper paints. This is why it's important to keep that paper towel close by. If you have trouble opening these, you can always ask an adult for help. I'm going to use 2 fingers at the same time. I'm going to turn my picture to the side and dip my 2 fingers in my red and orange. Yeah, goopy. There we go. Now with my red and my orange finger together, I'm going to start the first part of my rainbow. And I'll redip my fingers as I need to. The first part of my rainbow is looking great. I'm going to leave some space here and here because that's where my clouds are going to go. But first I have to finish my rainbow. In between your paint jobs, don't forget to wash your fingers off. Much better. Remember, if you don't want to get messy and use your fingers, you can always use your paintbrush instead. Time for some yellow. Ooh, it's tough to get open. There we go. And some green. Remember, wash your fingers in between. All right, last 2 colors. That looks like a lovely rainbow. And remember, if you want to go over any of the colors again, you can paint to your heart's content. This is your picture and it can look however you would like. Before I put my purple away, I just want to make a little bit more definition on my arc. So I'm going to go around the top and give it a little purple stripe. And since I accidentally spilled a little bit of purple here, we're going to make the roof purple too. Remember, a small mistake is not really a mistake, it's just an opportunity to make something different. Very nice. Last thing we're going to do is put on our clouds. I'm going to start with the large clouds first. Put a little bit of our craft glue onto the back, our glue stick onto the back. And then I'll stick that cloud right there on that side of the rainbow. And do the same thing to the other side. Then I'll take my two little clouds and put them on last. And there you go. After the flood waters had finished raining, the flood waters receded, and the dry land appeared. God put the rainbow in the sky to remind us of His love for us, and that He will never again flood the earth. We hope you enjoyed today's craft.
Now that we've finished with our craft, let's head on over to our friends at the Crossroads Kids Club and sing a song about how much Noah loved God.
There was a time, back in time, when nobody was doing right. They were lost, telling lies. Oh, it was an awful sight. You could say no one knew God, no one loved God, no one was God's friend. You could say no one knew God, no one loved God, no one was God's friend. But there was a man, such a man, the only one in the land, who had the guts to take a is gonna have a brand new start. Just you wait and see. It's gonna start again with you because of your love for me. All because no one knew God, no one loved God, no one was God's friend. No one knew God, no one loved God, no one was God's friend. Yada-da, yada-da, da-da, yada-da, yada-da.
Thank you, friends, for spending time with us today for BibleBox. I hope you enjoyed the craft and the music video, as well as the story about Noah. Let's say a prayer in closing. Dear Heavenly Father, please help us to love you just as much as Noah did, to have faith that when things get stormy in our lives, you will be able to bring us out safely on the other side, and that there will always be a rainbow waiting for us. Amen. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you back here for another episode of BibleBox on Sunday. Bye!